And we want to go now to Richard Wilford, and he is the father of a second grader there at Sandy Hook Elementary School. And Richard, thank you for joining us. How is your child doing?
Honestly, he's trying to process everything that's happened. Honestly, I think the teachers and the school system did a good job of protecting him, I think, from a lot of what went on because of where he was located in the school building.
And what did he tell you about what happened inside the school?
Basically, what he told me is he heard some loud noises, what he described as like pans falling. And he said that went on for about a minute, and then his teacher went to investigate what was going on. She immediately came back in, closed the door, and locked it, and they all went into a corner. He said at that point, he and one of his friends sat down and they were reading, and then they were startled as the door was knocked on by, I guess, the Newtown police, who then took them out to safety. So that's pretty much his experience, and they took him to the firehouse across the street, which is where I was reunited with him.
And when did you hear about the shooting?
Honestly, it came across through the school's emergency, or I should say communication protocol. They have an automated system that does the phone calls. We received a phone call basically stating that there had been a shooting and that schools were locked down and that parents should not proceed to the school, and that they would provide further details.
And when you got to the school in the firehouse, and what was going through your mind?
The things that parents don't ever want to think about, want to talk about. It's sheer terror and helplessness mixed together, and of course a fear of the worst. That you're going to go to a place to find out that something terrible has happened to your child.
As one of the mothers who joined us earlier said, this is a parent's worst nightmare. When you entered that firehouse, were you frantically looking for your son?
Yes, that would be an accurate way of describing it. Absolutely. Scanning the room in just short of panic. Yes.
And what was that like when you saw him?
I describe it as the best holiday present I've ever received in my life. To look at him and to see his smiling face was a gift that I can't describe. I can't put words to the relief. I can't put words to the elation or the joy that I felt from seeing him.
And has your son been at this school for a while?
We actually just relocated to the area about 2 years ago. So it's relatively new, but the school has been, he's been going to school for about 2 years.
You know, the principal of the school was killed, and she's been described as a wonderful principal. Did you know her, and what was she like?
Every interaction I've had with the principal has been very positive. She had a real passion for education and for the kids and for learning, and truly, based on the stories I've heard and the reports I've heard, it's truly a tragedy that she was killed in this incident. It's a great loss to the education system and to the parents.
A great loss indeed, and I'm sure you, as many others in this country, are thinking about the parents of those children who died today, 20 children who were apparently in just 2 classrooms, and I can only imagine what they're going through.
I don't. These are members of our community, and some of them I know personally, and I can't imagine, as I don't know that identifications have even been made at this point, and parents are still waiting to hear. But certainly, if they're waiting to hear, they know that it's not good. And my heart and prayers go out to them, because that is an experience that no parent should ever have to go through.
Richard Wilford, as you said, something no parent should ever have to go through. The sheer terror, certainly, that you and others experienced, the sense of helplessness as you went there to go find your son. My best to you and your family and your community, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.